In today's Cooking with KX, Kiara turns up the smoke because she is talking about making some ultimate comfort food. So today she is telling us this is one of her most requested dishes at picnics, potlucks, and barbecues, and we are all ears.
Hi everyone, welcome to Cooking with KX, grilling and smoking edition. It's almost state fair time, which means there will be a land of cheese and meat soon. So that inspired me to make my own cheesy, meaty meal. I'm a sucker for a big bowl of mac and cheese just about any time, whether it's the middle of summer or in the winter time. It's the perfect side dish. But this slow smoked pulled pork 4-cheese mac and cheese is definitely not a side dish in this recipe. A heaping scoop of pulled pork on top of the mac and cheese makes this dish a full meal. So without further ado, let's jump right in.
Here's what you'll need. Starting with the pulled pork, this is a 6.5 pound pork butt roast with the bone in. Season it with your favorite seasonings. Make sure all the sides are coated well. Heat your smoker to 245 degrees and the pork goes in. Leave this unbothered for 4 hours. In the meantime, start making your mac and cheese. 4 tablespoons of butter go into a large pot. Melt, then stir in 1/4 cup of flour. This is a roux. Once the flour is cooked out completely, add 4 cups of heavy whipping cream. Whisk together and let that come to a boil for 2 minutes. Add a tablespoon of salt and paprika. Once the sauce has thickened, add your 4 cheeses. I like to use 1 cup of each: Gouda, Marble Jack, Gruyere, and Parmesan. And I like to add a little sour cream for some extra creaminess. Save a small amount of cheese for later. Mix well until your cheese sauce is smooth. Then little by little add your cooked macaroni noodles. A quick note here, cook your noodles 2 minutes less than the package says so the noodles don't overcook and get soggy in the smoker. Mix all together and pour half of the mixture into a greased 9x13 baking dish. Sprinkle your extra cheese on top, then add the rest of the mac and cheese. For the breadcrumb topping, add a 1.5 cups of seasoned breadcrumbs to 4 tablespoons of melted butter and mix. Spread that on top of the mac and cheese and back out to the smoker. After 4 hours, wrap the pulled pork in tin foil or butcher paper. This goes back onto the smoker for another 3 hours along with the mac and cheese. Once the internal temperature of the pork reaches 195 to 205 and the mac and cheese breadcrumbs are golden brown, they are done. Let the pork cool for 45 minutes, then shred. Pour a 1.5 cups of barbecue sauce into the pork and mix all together. Serve a hefty scoop of the mac and cheese into a bowl and top it off with your slow roasted pulled pork. And voila! The smoky, cheesy comfort meal of your dreams. Happy cooking, everyone.
I got to run 5 miles just watching this story. I feel so bad. They ought to call it I Can't Believe It Is Butter, but it looks delicious nonetheless. Kiara says if you do store the extras in a sealed container, you'll have leftovers for at least a solid 5 days, assuming nobody in your house gets to it first.